And behind Ward C1, you see, we call it WASH project. WASH is water, sanitation, and hygiene. We dug a borehole area and they stand, but we felt we should do something more, that would, as in kind of serve at least this building. So we decided to put up a stanchion, water tank stand. We have 4 numbers of 1,500 liter tank. We have, because we're connecting to another borehole behind, we have an aeration tank, about 5,000 liter capacity. And from that aeration tank, we have a pump that pumps the water through a water treatment. I told them that I'm not doing the NAFDAC or the one that they use in a lab, but at least water that is clean. It goes through the filtration, and then we have the UV lights, at least to kill germs, before we pump up to the 4 tanks, and then straight into the different parts of the world. And of course, with that, you can reduce some water communicable diseases and the rest. And my own layman understanding as an engineer, I'm not a medical person, at least it will reduce mobility, right? When I hear doctors, when I see them, I know I'm doing the right thing. Thank you very much. So that's for the water. And of course, the wheelchair will help people move around. Imagine you've been in the hospital, help movement around and recovery. And then back to the main star project, which is the refurbishment and equipping of C1 and C2. It started with site clearing 2 or 3 years ago. Like I said, this is the 3rd Rotary year. Site clearing, including removal of all abandoned beds and equipment that are not usable and abandoned in the world, but at that time, not habitable. And the site preparation. In engineering, we do site prep before you go into the real work. Then we do some civil work, demolition of structures. We have 6, so some partitioning work. Today we have about 6 private wards, nurse rooms, general toilets, some work done there. In fact, the toilet was not too, but everything demolished, and we have proper toilets, about 4 toilets in like C1, and each of the private ward, of course, they're all en suite, so they have their toilets and bathroom in all the wards. Of course, electrical work, we have to do some rewiring of the facility, lighting. By the time we go around, you see all those things. Provision of water heaters in the toilets, the private ward, and installation of distribution board, which is the latest we need. We don't want a situation where when they want to work on F1, F2, they will yank off the light, and then maybe people already admitted here will suffer some kind of pain. So we have to install the latest. You just walk through, you see it on your right when you're approaching Ward C1, C2. Of course, plumbing work, new WCs, bathroom, other sanitary wares, and the associated piping, both for the general and the private ward. Of course, we changed out the windows to your left, you see, with aluminum casement and burglary. And we did that for the whole of C1, C2, F1, F2. And then, thank you. And of course, we installed doors in all the wards, both private and main. The tiling, of the toilets. Then we have modern suspended ceiling. If you go in there, you won't see the ancient. Because, I mean, like I said earlier, this is a very old facility, way back, colonial days. You will see the modern suspended ceiling, increasing the aesthetics of the whole place, with this screen and painting of both interior, C1 and C2, and painting of the exterior of C1, C2, F1, and F2. And then the major one, we equipped the general ward with 35 2-crank beds, and the private ward. So for the general ward, we have 2-crank beds, about 35 of them. And then for each of the private ward, we have 3-crank beds. The 3-crank bed, honestly, all this crank thing, just one crank, it tripled the price of the bed. That's serious. I never knew medical equipment to be that expensive. So each of the 3-crank beds cost almost ₦1 million, and 2-crank beds about 300-something thousand naira. Apart from the beds, and we have other things, other equipment provided, 40 side lockers, 40 overbed tables, 41 plastic chairs, 41 20-liter bedside bin, fine bin beside the bed, 10 multi-parameter patient monitors with stand, 4 digital sign monitor, 4 axon sphygmomanometer, that's for measuring of sphygmomanometer as well. 8 infrared thermometers, 6 pulse oximeter, 2 concentrators, 2 electric suction machines, 2 manual suction machines, 4 diagnostic sets, Roland, 4 oxygen gauge, 5 ammo bags, 6 large trays, 6 medium trays, 15 bedpan, 15 kidney dish, the big one, 30 kidney dish, medium, 30 galley pots, 16 number industrial fan. I will pause here to make a comment. I know I've heard, okay, let's do AC and all that. Like I said, I have my president and my president nominee here. But the listen we say in church, I lift up my Ebenezer, that hitherto the Lord has helped me. We also have wash screens, window blinds, and bed sheets. And really, just the medical equipment alone was about 46.7 million naira. Just this equipment. And the last time we tracked, this project is over 150 million naira. So, I mean, if I'm to do 7 areas of focus in 3 places, I will have finished it. But we are not looking at just scoring points. We are looking at the impact that will have on humanity. So the impact of this project, it will increase capacity, definitely, of the hospital with 41 beds and modern equipment. It will improve patient care and overall efficiency of healthcare delivery at the General Hospital of Odan. So I've spoken to the water project, and I've also spoken to the wheelchair and crutches. And this project cuts across 3 areas of focus of Rotary. It speaks to maternal and child health, it speaks to disease prevention and treatment, and of course, water, sanitation, and hygiene. Thank you very much.
We can do better than that for the champion. We can do better than that. I love the energy from here. I love it. I love it. President after all, president is a president. Is a president after all. Is a president after all. Is a president after all. Is a president. Put your hands together for him. And put your hands to the Rotary Club of Ikoyi Metro. The pride of Rotary. Rotary Club of Ikoyi Metro. You are indeed the pride of Rotary. We are so proud of you so far. Until you go in there and you forget that you are actually in General Hospital owned by government. You forget that because it's a world class standard, no doubt. When you get in there, you appreciate more. Please put your hands together for Rotary International. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, without much ado, we'll go straight into the golden messages. And the first to speak to us is our very own, the #1 Rotarian in Rotary International District 9112, covering the whole of Lagos and Ogun states. An astute legal luminary, Rotarian, Barrister Lanre Adedoyin. Please put your hands together for him. We'll say congratulations to him too for witnessing this huge success, very historic achievement. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you. Good morning, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Let me especially recognize the Commissioner for Health of Lagos State, who is ably represented here. I want to recognize all Rotary leaders who are here. Though the president has established protocol, I'm not going to re-establish protocol, but give due recognition to our leaders. So, in no particular order, I recognize past district governor Amodu Omotosho. I recognize past district governor Kolawole Shodepo. I recognize past district governor Ifeanyiwa Rita Ijeze. And I recognize our future governor, Rotarian Luyi Showobi, the district governor nominee. I also recognize the charter president of this club. Please be upstanding, sir. That's the charter president when this club was founded. This gentleman was the first president of that club. I also recognize the chairman of Ikoyi LCDA, who has said he won't join us here. Mr. Chairman, you are specially recognized. And I recognize the assistant governor of this club, Rotary District. I recognize all members of the Rotary Club of Ikoyi Metro because they are the owners of this project. Please, if your hands are not too busy, please give a resounding applause to the president and all members of the Rotary Club of Ikoyi Metro. That's not resounding enough. Thank you very much. I also recognize when you have too many doctors and too many nurses, I don't know how the recognition can be done. But SARS and MAS, I want to recognize all of you. You are very important, you are dignified, and we welcome you here. This morning, I couldn't have been prouder as a Rotarian because what we are witnessing here has a lasting impact, not only across the globe, not only outlined the purpose of this project. And I'm happy to be part of this historic moment. It's a landmark project that is our needs. A healthy nation is a wealthy nation. When we are healthy, the nation prospers. But let me request past district governor, if I can, to be upstanding and come out. Please join me here. May I request past president Kemi Folorunsho to be here? May I also request the immediate past president of the Rotary Club of Ikoyi Metro, Odan, to be here? Please join us, the president, Alexander Chukwu. Please join us. In Rotary, there is what we call continuity. When you are doing something good, it resonates in you and it comes back to you in ways that you can never imagine. We may not know, but let me just give a brief background to why we are here. The Abiodun Rotarian, who is just by my right side, book log 60 last Monday, was the district governor when this project was conceived. And if your hands are not too busy, please let's give her an applause. The gentle lady, also amiable, the electable Rotarian, Kemi Folorunsho, was the president of the Rotary Club of Ikoyi Metro when this started, and she actually conceptualized it. Please, let's also give her a round of applause. And just next to past district governor Ife, we have the immediate past president of the Rotary Club of Ikoyi Metro, who continued the project, and that is Rotarian Bola Ayodele, who is Adeyinka, sorry. And when you start, it is not beginning that matters, but the end. And just beside me is the president, together with whom we are serving when the Rotary International presidential message is unite for good. And here is Rotarian Alexander, who the president of the Rotary Club of Ikoyi Metro. And you can see how continuity works in our organization seamlessly. The initiator of the project, the one who continued it, and the one who just finished it. Just like I am the current district governor, the governor under whose administration the project started is also here. Please, what can we do than to say glory be to God for starting well and ending well? Please take your seat. Please take a bow, and you are all welcome. So, for me, coming here is to do the good work that Rotary International has asked us to do. And I've always said, every Rotary activity must add value to our communities. Every Rotary activities must add value to us as Rotarians. And that is why our vision statement ends with, in ourselves, create lasting change across the globe, in our communities, and in ourselves. We are happy, we are pleased, we are joyous when we deliver projects like this, because we give to our communities, we give to our people what they need, not what we want to give them. And from what the President has said, this is what General Hospital Odan wants, and they have given them what they want. How else can you describe the lasting impact that this project will have in this community? Once again, it is my pleasure to be here. I congratulate the President and members of the Rotary Club of Ikoyi Metro, and I wish them well in our year together. Congratulations, Rotary Club of Ikoyi Metro. Congratulations to Lagos State government that has been benefiting from our numerous projects all over Lagos State. The intervention of Rotary in Lagos and Ogun State exceeds 5 billion naira actually. This is a 150 million naira project. Other Rotary clubs are also doing theirs. I recall that last November I was here to commission a project, and the Chief Medical Director can bear me witness, and that is part of the intervention. We can't do everything, but wherever we reach, because one of our strategic priorities is to expand our reach. Another priority is to increase our impact, and you can see that this project increases the impact of Rotary. On that note, I want to say thank you to all of you, and more importantly, please, the sustainability of this project is very important to Rotary, and I'm pleased that the President has mentioned that a Rotary Community Hall will be formed to ensure that everything is put in place so that this project will continue to address the concerns that it was provided for. Thank you, and have a lovely day.
Can we put your hands together for you this evening? If you want to be a good leader, join a Rotary. If you want to be a good speaker, join a Rotary. Oh, join the Rotary, join the Rotary, join the Rotary, and be a good leader. Put your hands together for you this evening. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Gentlemen of the press, you will need to adjust so that the people can see what is going on here, please. Can we move ourselves together and make a triangular form in a way that will not disrupt people, please? Please, please. Thank you very much. All right. One last word stated by the district governor that is so key is sustainability. You know, we've talked about continuity, starting from past president Kevin Folonshaw to Bola Adeyinka, and now being completed by Rotarian President Alexander Chukwu. And this is indeed a success that the world wants to celebrate. But the sustainability of this project, of course, is largely in the hands of our hosts, the owners of the hospital. On this note, good message to be first taken in this order by the Medical Director, Chief Executive Officer of General Hospital, Odan, our very own Dr. Sunday Bakari, not a pastor. This one is a doctor.
Good afternoon, everybody. Let me start by thanking God Almighty for making today a reality. I also like to acknowledge the well-established protocol. I would like to especially the Honorable Commissioner for Health, the leader of the One Health family, Prof. Abiodun, ably represented by our own Permanent Secretary, HSC, Dr. Cecilia Mabokuje. I welcome you, ma'am. The PS HSC, the PS Ministry of Health, also represented here by Dr. Oduwole, Director of Project HSC. I welcome you. The immediate past medical director, now Permanent Secretary, my brother and friend, Dr. Shola Kweton. I welcome you, sir. And then the immediate past medical director, and the person during whose tenure all this started, Dr. Aduke Mafe, our own mommy. We welcome and we recognize you. God bless you for coming, man. So now, the Rotary family, the governor, so many very district governor, Rotary presidents and members of Rotary Club Ikoyi Metro, all Rotary Club president members, esteemed consultants here present, esteemed members of staff of GH Lagos, my Apex, the DHR, the DMS, HSC, I recognize you, sir. Let me say, I thank all of you, distinguished members of the press. I thank you all for coming. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you all to General Hospital Odan on this auspicious occasion of the commissioning of the several completed projects within our hospital. Today mark not just the unveiling of physical structures and facilities, but a celebration of partnership and continuity and shared commitment to quality healthcare delivery. Healthcare thrives where collaboration is, and today's event is a strong testament to what can be achieved when government, institutions, and humanitarian organizations work together with a common purpose. I wish to begin by acknowledging that the journey leading to today's event did not start overnight. This intervention achievements reflect leadership, continuity, and institutional vision. The initial engagement and groundwork with Rotary Club of Ikoyi Metro were laid during the tenure of Dr. Mrs. Abiola Aduke Mafe, whose foresight and commitment to stakeholder engagement set the foundation. This effort was sustained and further strengthened under Dr. Shola Kweton, and today I have the privilege of building upon this laudable initiative as the current medical director and chief executive officer. This seamless transition underscores the strength of leadership within our health system and our collective dedication to the growth and advancement of this hospital. The projects being commissioned today are impactful and far-reaching. They include the refurbishment and equipping of Ward C1 and C2, which have significantly enhanced patient comfort, safety, and clinical efficiency. The replacement of windows and painting of wards F1 and F2 have further improved the physical environment, promoting dignity, safety, and more healing atmosphere for patients and staff. Of critical importance is the provision of boreholes with water treatment facilities and overhead water storage tanks, which has ensured improved access to clean and reliable water, an essential requirement for infection prevention, patient care, and smooth hospital operations. In addition, the donation of wheelchairs and other essential equipment has strengthened our capacity to provide compassionate, efficient, and timely care, particularly for patients with mobility challenges. These interventions go beyond infrastructure. They touch life daily. They ease the burden of our healthcare workers, restore dignity to patients, and reaffirm our shared belief that quality healthcare delivery is a right and not a privilege. On behalf of the management and staff and patients of General Hospital Lagos Odan, I extend our profound gratitude to the Rotary Club of Ikoyi Metro, the Rotary District leadership, and all Rotary partners involved. Your unwavering commitment to humanitarian service truly exemplifies the Rotary ideal of service above self. Your contributions have left an enduring legacy within this hospital, one that will positively impact patient care for many years to come. I also wish to sincerely appreciate the Lagos State Government, the Ministry of Health, and the Health Service Commission for their continuous support and for creating an enabling environment that encourages impactful public-private partnership. To our dedicated staff, I thank you for your patience, your cooperation, and resilience throughout the implementation period of this project. As we commission this project today, I assure you that management remains fully committed to the proper maintenance and optimal utilization and sustainability of these facilities to ensure that the objectives for which they were conceived are fully realized. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, today we celebrate partnership, progress, and purpose. May this collaboration inspire further interventions that will strengthen our healthcare system and improve the well-being of the people we serve. Thank you all for being part of this remarkable journey. God bless you. God bless General Hospital Odan, and God bless Lagos State. Ìgbéga ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó, àjùmọ̀ṣe gbogbo wa ni.
Thank you so much, Medical Director. Can we put hands together for the Medical Director? Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for taking ownership of the project, and that's to ensure high level of sustainability of the project. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. We'll make the other speeches very short. The chairman has given us the privilege that he wants to remain an observer. He's overwhelmed, and I think he's an emotional person. So he said, just let me observe. Like, I'm really surprised. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Moving on quickly to, please put your hands together for the chairman. Very, very humble person. I don't know how he's a politician by being humble. All right, we'll go straight into inviting one of our co-sponsors for this project. And that is another very humble personality, despite the high level of wealth involved in this. That's the MD of Sony Heavy Motor Systems, Mr. Sunday Omweze. Please put your hands together for him. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. All other people really observe. I want to salute our mothers and our fathers here. Thank you. Thank you. I want to thank God for using Owolewa to drag me to this program. And I also want to thank God for our mother, the initiator of this project, our past president, and the present, my very good friends, Alex and Owolewa. I heard the incoming, the one that is taking over from Alex is also our friend. So I thank God. Usually I don't contribute to things that I don't know how they spend the money and all of that. But for the house of God and the things of God, I know that men of God, particularly in apostolic faith, they spend money very wisely. So I like to contribute. But when it came to this event, I was like, okay, I'll it because of Ola. I got involved. Past 2 years, we've been on it. I've contributed almost 20 million. And I came from Abuja because of this event, just to see all that they've been sending me on WhatsApp, pictures, and all of that. I have come to see, and I'm convinced that this is a project, that will touch life. I want to tell you, we are all familiar with the story. One day, Jesus Christ was having a conversation with some people, and he said, when I was when I was sick, you didn't come to my help. When I needed water, he kept counting and they were looking at him. And one of them asked him, Lord, at what point in time were you in need of all of this and we're not there for you? Say, as long as you have done it for those around you, this is one way of preaching the gospel, reaching out to those that are in need. I thank you all, and God bless you. Thank you.
We can do better than that for him. Say, and they say money in our water. Thank you very much. Thank you for spending your money in the right cause. And I would say, like you said, sometimes you are bothered about whether the funds donated is going to be used for its purpose. In Rotary, globally, Rotary International, we're in over 200 countries and geographical locations all over the world. And we have gotten the highest rating of the Charity Navigator, 4-star, back to back for how many years now? My leaders are here. For how many years? 17 years, back to back, the best in the world when it comes to charity. Thank you very much. So it's an opportunity. I know we have very important personalities here that are not Rotarians. This is an organization that you would want to be part of. Join Rotary Club in your community. Be part of this setting. Enjoy this. I don't know how you feel when you make somebody happy. When you just see a smile on somebody's face, how do you feel? You feel what? Nice. You feel fulfilled. So please be part of this global organization that is doing wonders in various communities. Once again, put your hands together for Rotary International. Thank you. Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this event will not be concluded if we don't have this very, very important personality to be, I don't even know how to put it. I think she was the district governor when the project commenced. She was the one that gave that confidence of, okay, let's go ahead. She could have said, no, where are you going? General Hospital, no. There's too much here, don't go, don't do it. And that is the end of it. But she gave the courage, she gave the confidence, and she gave the support. And I would say, the only district governor ever produced by Rotary Club of Ikoyi Metro produced this wonderful lady. She celebrated 60 in a few days ago, and if you see her, she's looking like she's just 26. We call her Yabiji because it's during her tenure that we bet the district 9111 and district 9112 here in Nigeria. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Rotarian Ifeyiwa Rita Ejeze Iyabiji. Put your hands together for her to step forward. My DJ, when you are done with your speech, you are not returning to that seat. My DJ will permit me. You are supposed to be on the high table. I know you want to sit your people.
Thank you very much, Dr. Wale. Thank you. My district governor, I greet you. My club president, I greet you. Commissioner for Health, ably represented, I greet you, ma'am. My district governor nominee, past district governors here present, all leaders of the medical profession. Permit me to stand on existing protocol, please, because the protocol list is very long. And I want to appreciate my fellow club members who are all here today. Rotary Club of Ikoyi Metro! Yes, you are indeed the pride of Rotary. And I'm very, very proud to be standing here today representing my club, the Rotary Club of Ikoyi Metro. Indeed, this project was vetted while I was district governor 2023-2024. And Rotarian Kemi Folorunso was the president of our club then. She came here actually for her personal medical whatever, and then saw patients being dismissed, sent away because there were no rooms, no beds to accommodate them, even when their situation needed that. And she spoke to me and said, this is what I saw. I think Ikoyi Metro can do this. And she thought she could actually start and finish it in her year. But you know, there are protocols to come into an organization like this to say you want to put up such an edifice. Approvals needed to be in place. Permissions needed to be granted. And so the first thing first was to take it back to the club level. Because in Rotary, we have what we call strategic plans in whatever we want to do. So she took it back to the club to have a 3-year strategic plan, because this is going to be a major big project. It will be started in that year, but it may not be completed. But be it as it may, you know, in Rotary, we pride ourselves to say we don't go to court to settle issues. Even when we transmit power, we transmit it seamlessly. It goes from one hand to another. So she started it as president, handed over to our PP Bolahon, who came out here too by the DG, and then now finally to our president, United President Alex Chukwu. Am I happy to be here today? Yes, I am. Am I happy to be a member of Ikoyi Metro? I am proud to belong to this club. It is not easy to embark and finish a project like this without asking for global grants or without going into partnership with other clubs like we normally do in Rotary. But I appreciate most importantly our donors, our partners, our supporters that join her. One of them just came out now to speak. And somebody asked me, why is he not a Rotarian yet? Bolahon, you have a job to do to make sure that he becomes a Rotarian. So they partnered with us and they provided all the necessary assistance. During Bolahon's year, a lot of money was raised. The club raised over 90 million. And during Alex's year, we raised over 100 and something million as a club. And that is what necessitated the ability to be able to carry this. This project alone is going to cut across 4 areas of focus: disease prevention and treatment, economic empowerment, and community development. It cuts across water and sanitation because there is a water project behind the building. And it's also, we're also giving crutches and all that. So it's a lot of job done. One project that cuts across all. This project is going to make it possible. Like I was joking when I was going around the hall. I said, if I'm going to be a patient here, I will not want to go home. You know, because when you go around, you will now understand what I'm saying. It's so well laid out, so well done, that it's just like being at home. And that is what makes it very, very important. What I want to say, sustainability, maintenance is very key. When we do projects like this, my medical director, please, the state will met the wards, C1, C2, F1, and F2. We don't want to come back and meet it in that state anymore. We want to come every 6 months, every year, even 5 years down the line, and we see that this quality is still maintained. We are ready to partner with you. We don't do projects and walk away. So Ikoyi Metro, like my president said, is ready to partner with you for so many years. And the more we partner, the more we discover new areas, and the more we keep doing. But the only thing that will make us to leave you is when we found out that you are not ready to collaborate, you are not ready to maintain, and you are neglecting the things that are being done. Sustainability is key. So we want to come back 10 years' time, and let it be that we have done more, rather than saying the one that was initially done is abandoned. I thank my district governor for finding time to be here today. He's usually very busy. I have been on that shoe as district governor, so I know how crazy the programs can be. And you see him sitting down quietly as if he has no program for today. He has other programs to do, so time is of essence. So I want to thank all the people that found time to be here today. All my district leaders, club members, Rotarians. I can see my VS. I just saw him. Thank you for coming. all the people that are here today, just for the sake of this is for humanity. But I must say one thing. I thank the government. If they don't give us room, we will not go in. If they don't approve, we will not be there. Then we know we expect more from the government than we are getting. Government should partner with an organization like Rotary. I have been calling out for this right from when I was even president and until I became DG. Until tomorrow, I will not stop calling. Within Lagos and Ogun State, like my DG said, we have done projects worth over 5 billion from different clubs in different areas of focus. We have about 7 areas of focus. Then most times we find out that when we are doing this and we invite government to come and even join us to celebrate or commission it, they are usually very busy. They don't usually find time to come. And then I have not seen, maybe my past predecessors will tell me, or past DGs, where Lagos State or Ogun State, in one of their functions, have invited Rotary for recognition for all what Rotary has done and is still doing and will continue to do for Lagos and Ogun State. I've not seen it. They have not invited Rotary for any award, any recognition, any appreciation for what Rotary International is doing in these 2 states. Then we will not stop, because we are not doing it because we want to be appreciated. We are doing it because we want to touch humanity. And that is what Rotary stands for. Our motto for our foundation is doing good in the world. So we will continue to do good. What makes us happy is the smile we see in the faces of the people we have touched, which is the life we have touched. We'll be coming later. The RI president is coming to Nigeria in next month. And the DG has graciously also said, medical director, that the RI president will be coming to see this project February 13th or 14th when he comes to Nigeria. The smile, maybe by then there will be patients in that ward. So the smile we will see in their faces, the laughter, the happiness with which they will stay in those wards to be treated is what makes us happy. That's what gives us joy. That we have touched lives, we have touched humanity, and that is what we'll continue to do. Thank you very much. I like to talk so much. If you leave me with this microphone, I'll keep talking. But because time is of essence, I like to cut it short. Thank you very much, Commissioner. Thank you, my President, for standing still and for carrying the club forward. After him, another person will take over and the job continues. Thank you, and God bless us all. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Can we put your hands together for her, please? Put your hands together for her. A BDG with a difference. Thank you so much, ma'am. Your seats have been relocated, ma'am. Thank you so much. My DGN, don't be angry. I know you like to have your gist as usual. All right. I would say again, Yabiji, congratulations. It's a huge one, and we are all happy that the success meets you during your existence. Congratulations once again. All right, so moving on quickly, we have the first president in Rotary. We call them a charter president. The first president that pioneered the chartering of the club. And sometimes, in some climb, you don't get to see them. Once they do their presidency, they are off. But some of them will still find time, spend their resources, and still ensure that the club continue to do wonders in various communities. Ladies and gentlemen, we have with us here the first president of the club, the charter president, Dr. Michael Indeka. Put your hands together for him. He doesn't talk too much. He's a man of so many actions. He will just drop it, bam, bam, and you will get the content. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, MC. Thank you so much. Thank you again. I'll try as much as possible to stick to some points I noted here. But first, let me recognize the Honorable Commissioner, presented by Dr. Mababunje. I told you, they are willing to open at Francisco. Thank you for being here. I did you. Thank you very much for being graciously being here. My President, thank you, sir. Interested leaders, my colleagues, great people of Lagos State Health Management. I won't go into all the names because I have a lot, there's a few things I want to say. But I was sitting down there with the chairman of the local government. I'm happy this government has given you authority. But I told him I'm sitting with the most powerful person as far as this place is concerned. Please just acknowledge him for finding us. Thank you for being here with us. It is with great pride and responsibility that I stand before you today at this auspicious occasion of the commissioning of signal projects covering water, sanitation, and refurbishment and equipping of Ward C1 and C2. I look back fondly on our club's development since inauguration in 2001 and the giant accomplishments it has documented. I watched the generational transition going on with great amazement at the momentum, initiation, and innovations our young men and women offer when given the chance. It has been 25 years filled with exciting moments, conviviality among members, extraordinary challenges, and all this while, members of this great club proved themselves qualified to be Rotarians. They are cerebral, dependable, reliable, tenacious, accommodating, persistent, demonstrating character, competence, and capacity. Today, and once again, we want to pay special attention, and I'm happy PDG Omatosha is here, to Rotary Club of Ikoyi for their appearance. And there's two types. In those days, we passed through very turbulent times. I pay special tribute to the ladies we have in this club. They are outstanding. I pay special reference to them because I started this club, and by the time we started, it was dominated by women. In fact, we were calling the women's club. Yeah, but they are outstanding, independent, focused, goal-driven, but at times troublesome. But we give kudos to the men and women who have demonstrated maturity, understanding, and adept at managing scenarios, and have been able to mold these great talented Rotarians into an award-winning team. The club has achieved so much in all Rotary service areas, but this stands out for me as a retired medical doctor who feels great discomfort when Nigeria's health index is rated, with one of the indices pointing that we have less than 1 hospital bed to 1,000 population. You may not understand what it means, but you go to some of our hospitals, see people lying on the ground because we don't have enough beds to accommodate them. Okay, and for this club to have done this, giving us 47 beds extra, I commend you. Okay, port and sanitation, and hardly any potable water. When the president was talking, he talked about water, the medicine will call it potable water, and there are some definitions. And what we put up there with water treatment and ultraviolet rays, may make this to be qualified as potable water. Thank you, thank you. This is a major reason I commend the president and these great Rotarians who call themselves the pride of Rotary for accomplishing this project in record time, considering the economic situation Nigeria is going through. In closing, like everybody has said, we remind the management that sustainability is the cornerstone to keep an eye on this project to monitor that it continues to meet the goals. I want to thank again the Lagos State government for this, giving us an opportunity to express ourselves as Rotarians, the great management team here, the district governor, Rotary International 9112, my president, the great Rotarians here, especially the pride of Rotary. Thank you, and thank you again for the privilege.
We appreciate you. Thank you for still standing by, despite all odds, despite the time. We appreciate you, sir. Thank you very much. All right, without much ado, the very vibrant assistant governor who is supervising the affairs of the club for this Rotary year. By the way, they'll be mentioning this Rotary year. Rotary year starts from July 1st to June 30th. So it may not be this regular Gregorian calendar that we count. May I invite our very own active and articulate Assistant Governor, AG Basirat Iwa, Antibas. Put your hands together for her, she said so. Oh, okay. So when another person that will see my colleagues too. I mean, I'm not one of the people.
My district governor, United President, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I'm the assistant governor, that is the Rotarian, representing the governor to oversee what they are doing in the Ikoyi Metro. And I think it's by providence that I am their assistant governor the year they are commissioning this project. Why? Because I have more than an emotional connect with this place. I could easily move from Broad Street to this other end with my eyes closed this morning. I know my way all around. Number one, in 1961, I was treated here as a 9-year-old child. I was injured in my primary school in Kefi without my parents knowing down the road of Ikoyi Street. They brought me to this place. I was treated. The only problem they had at home, no cell phone, nothing. They didn't know why it took me till 7 p.m. to get back home. They didn't know I was injured in the hospital at school. So I got home at 6 p.m. But the significant thing was that way back then, this place called Odan. Again, thanks to the management of the hospital that you have managed to retain the name and even the structures, because we shouldn't wipe out history. I've noticed a lot of the structures from where the chief medical director used to stay very much, what is it called, maintained. That's what the president was saying, that it's difficult to knock down because we can't. The theater to my right, the original theater to my right, was where the very first surgeon in West Africa, I think that's Dr. Owolewa, actually standing there. So that was 1961. Then I did not even know, 9-year-old, I wouldn't know what I would be. But way back, fast forward, 1978, I was here as a house officer. That building, the doctor's quarters, I was unfortunately put on the 9th floor. And this elevator, that's another very emotional part of it, where the young lady got injured and eventually lost her life. What has always been since 1978 been running on and off. So if you were a house officer on duty, you won't dare go and stay in your flat. You stay downstairs here. We even used to keep cannula 5 minutes in our white coat. We used to call it what? Survival. That means you don't want to wait until you need to attend to a patient at the emergency, and then you are going to tell your consultant on needles and syringe. That's the kind of dedication that has sustained. So when occasionally these young men in 2020 decide to go on strike, I'm just appealing to the public. And if you match that one with the passion that Rotary Club from time to time come in to intervene and ensure that at least we get the optimal attention to the patient, support us. Because we find that in those years, even at 2 a.m., we will cross from here to maternity. I think the blood bank used to be in this building. And then if a patient needs transfusion at Island Maternity, is the house officer. You are the most junior of this thing. So thank you very much, Ikoyi Metro, for this intervention. And I want to thank the management for keeping the history intact. And rest assured, Rotary will always be there for you. And please ensure that we spread enough what is called message across for people to understand what goes on in the medical world. Because anywhere in the world, disease does not know class. The disease doesn't determine whether this man is rich and that one is poor. So this disease will be for the poor man and that one will be for the rich man. It can happen to everybody. So I'm appealing to everybody. Please come together, join Rotary, be with us, and together we'll continue to do good in the world. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Just in case you are looking for somebody to complete this, thank you, Atibas. Thank you for always being beautiful. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are gradually coming to invite the president that actually pioneered this project. The person that envisioned it at that point and said, this is a must do with what I'm here. Permit me to bring on board. She was a captain of all, an award-winning president, a philanthropist that don't shout. Rotarian, Kemi for long, sure. She's a princess, in case you don't know. I can give you further history. Please put your hands together for her, she steps forward.
My president, the district governor, sir, I recognize you. Past district governors here present, assistant governors, past assistant governors, all United presidents here present, past presidents of various clubs, including my club, the Pride of Rotary, fellow Rotarians, guests and friends, and our medical. Thank you, everyone. I just want to say a big thank you to the Most High for the gift of life and enablement. Now, I would like you to please recognize and appreciate someone so dear. She's the past medical director. Please be upstanding. And please join me here. I would like you to join me here, man, if it's permitted by the. Please let's appreciate her. Let's appreciate her.